Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. Red Bull Racing is making significant improvements to its infrastructure, with one of the most ambitious projects being the construction of a brand new wind tunnel. The current facility, which has served the team for years, is now considered outdated and one of the oldest still in use in Formula One. This aging technology has caused delays and reduced the team's ability to optimize their car development under the strict time restrictions imposed by current F1 regulations. These limitations make having a state-of-the-art wind tunnel more crucial than ever. Originally, the new wind tunnel was scheduled to be operational at the start of the 2027 season. However, recent updates from the team's chief engineer, Perez, suggest that the project is ahead of schedule. In a statement to the media, Watch revealed that construction is progressing faster than expected, with the team currently 3 months ahead of their original timeline. This advancement is no small feat, considering the complexity and scale of the project. "We've been making great progress with the new wind tunnel," Watch said. "Of course, there are always unforeseen challenges in a project of this magnitude, but as of now, we are on track to have it ready sooner than planned. This is a game changer for us, as it will significantly enhance our car development capabilities." The outdated wind tunnel has been a limiting factor for Red Bull, particularly as other top teams have invested heavily in upgrading their facilities. With the new tunnel, Red Bull aims to level the playing field and improve their performance in areas where they have lagged behind in recent years. The team believes that once the new facility is fully operational, it will provide a substantial advantage in terms of aerodynamic testing and development. Christian Horner, Red Bull's team principal, also expressed excitement about the project. "This new wind tunnel is a crucial part of our long-term strategy," Horner stated. "We've been competing at the top of the grid, but we know that staying there requires continuous improvement. The new facility will allow us to push the boundaries of car development and ensure that we remain competitive in the coming years." The importance of wind tunnel testing cannot be overstated in Formula One. It is a key tool for teams to evaluate aerodynamic performance, simulate real-world conditions, and test new components before they hit the track. For Red Bull, having a modern wind tunnel means they can maximize their limited development time and make more informed decisions during the car design process. Red Bull's push for this upgrade is part of a broader effort to prepare for future F1 regulations and maintain their status as one of the leading teams on the grid. The team has been known for its innovative approach and attention to detail, and this new facility is expected to reinforce that reputation. As the project moves forward, Red Bull fans are optimistic about what the future holds. The prospect of having a cutting-edge wind tunnel could mean even more dominant performances from the team, especially as they continue to battle against the likes of Ferrari, Mercedes, and McLaren. But the question remains, will this new wind tunnel be the key to Red Bull's continued success? If the team's current trajectory is any indication, it seems likely that their investment will pay off in the form of more victories and championship titles. What do you think? Will this major upgrade push Red Bull to even greater heights in Formula One? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Red Bull Racing is kicking off 2025 with a bold move. After parting ways with Sergio Perez, the team brought in young talent Liam Lawson to support Max Verstappen in his quest for a 5th world championship. While Lawson has shown promise, he steps into a challenging role as the second driver, tasked with contributing to the Constructors' Championship without threatening Verstappen's dominance. Perez, the technical director at Red Bull, has confirmed that the new RB21 will bring significant changes compared to the previous model. With Adrian Newey stepping aside, Watch leads the charge on a revamped design. The RB20, despite securing the title for Verstappen, presented several issues after mid-season updates. Red Bull is determined to avoid similar pitfalls, aiming for a more consistent performance throughout the year. The RB20's early dominance in 2024, with 3 consecutive 1-2 finishes, made the team appear unstoppable. However, things unraveled mid-season. Verstappen went 10 races without a victory, and Perez failed to secure a podium after the Chinese Grand Prix. As a result, the Constructors' title slipped away to McLaren, with Ferrari finishing as runners-up. Watch admits that Red Bull pushed the boundaries too far and hopes for a smoother season in 2025. Lawson's promotion to the senior team marks a meteoric rise in his career. After just 12 races in Formula One, he finds himself in a top-tier seat. However, Red Bull has made it clear that his role is primarily supportive. Unlike McLaren, which promotes intra-team competition, Red Bull and Ferrari have traditionally established a clear hierarchy within their driver lineups. Ferrari's adjustments for 2025 indicate a similar approach, with car modifications tailored to Lewis Hamilton's driving style. Moving the driver's seating position further from the front wheels suggests that the team is optimizing the car to suit Hamilton, potentially sidelining Charles Leclerc's preferences. The rationale? The prospect of Hamilton securing an 8th world title in a Ferrari is too enticing to ignore. Back at Red Bull, Helmut Marko has set clear expectations for Lawson. He is welcome within the team, provided he understands that he is not in direct competition with Verstappen. Marko emphasizes that past teammates who tried to outmaneuver Verstappen through strategic or technical innovations have failed. "You have to accept that Max is the best," Marko stated. "Your focus should be on maximizing your own performance rather than trying to beat him." Lawson's performance will be closely monitored. If he falls short, Red Bull has hinted at Yuki Tsunoda as a potential replacement. Tsunoda, currently in the junior team, is waiting for an opportunity to step up. Red Bull's focus is clear. They want results. The team's dominance in early 2024 showcased their potential, but a more competitive grid exposed weaknesses. Marko believes that Verstappen's raw speed gives Red Bull an edge, but Lawson must stay within a few tenths of Verstappen's pace to maximize their chances in the Constructors' Championship. Historically, Verstappen has had little trouble outperforming his teammates. In 2019, Pierre Gasly struggled to match Verstappen's pace, prompting his mid-season replacement by Alex Albon. While Albon showed improvement, he still fell short. Then came the Perez era, lasting from 2021 to 2024. Perez achieved a runner-up finish in 2023, but consistently lagged behind Verstappen in points, with his closest season gap being 149 points in 2022. Lawson faces the daunting task of breaking this pattern. Red Bull has scheduled the RB21's unveiling for February 18th, coinciding with Formula One's 75th anniversary celebrations. The team aims to return to dominance, and fans are eager to see if Lawson can rise to the occasion. Will Lawson meet the same fate as Verstappen's previous teammates, or can he carve out his own legacy? Share your thoughts in the comments. As always, we'll be keeping a close eye on Red Bull's progress this season. Stay tuned to Sports4 for all the latest updates. Red Bull made a daring move at the end of last season by cutting ties with Sergio Perez due to his inconsistent performances. In his place, the team promoted the relatively inexperienced Liam Lawson, betting on the young driver to deliver results and close the gap with Max Verstappen. However, Red Bull has made it clear that if Lawson fails to meet expectations, they are prepared to explore other options. One of those options is Yuki Tsunoda, but team principal Christian Horner recently hinted at a surprising name that could be on their radar for the future: Carlos Sainz. Sainz, who left Ferrari after a turbulent stint, is now driving for Williams in 2025. His departure from Ferrari and subsequent move to a midfield team surprised many, given his ambition to compete for titles. While Sainz was overlooked by Red Bull last year in favor of promoting from within their academy, Horner's recent comments suggest that the door is not completely closed for the Spaniard. During an interview, Horner acknowledged that Sainz remains a highly respected figure within the paddock. "Carlos is a great driver, and we considered him seriously last year. Ultimately, we chose to prioritize our own academy drivers, but we continue to keep an eye on him," Horner said. The Red Bull boss also emphasized that the decision to promote Lawson was influenced by the team's desire to demonstrate the effectiveness of their development program. "We want our young drivers to see that there is a path to Formula One and, eventually, to the main team. That's why promoting Liam made sense," Horner explained. However, he also made it clear that Red Bull's ultimate goal is to secure results. "If the academy doesn't produce a driver who can deliver what we need, we won't hesitate to look outside." This is where Sainz could come into play. Despite currently racing for Williams, Sainz has expressed his desire to fight for championships and is open to exploring new opportunities. His name has been linked with several top teams, including Mercedes and even a potential return to Ferrari. Horner's comments suggest that Red Bull is also keeping a close watch on his progress. The decision to stick with Lawson for now is part of a broader strategy by Red Bull's stakeholders to maximize the return on their investment in the junior team, Racing Bulls. The goal of this secondary team is to nurture talent that can eventually transition to the main squad. By promoting Lawson, Red Bull sends a clear message to aspiring drivers. Hard work and dedication within the academy can lead to a seat in Formula One. Still, Horner remains pragmatic. "We want results," he stated. "If we don't see the level of performance we need from our academy drivers, we will explore other options. Right now, Yuki Tsunoda is in the mix, but we won't rule out experienced drivers like Sainz if the opportunity arises." Sainz's potential move to Red Bull would mark an intriguing chapter in his career. After being overlooked by the team once before, a second chance could give him the opportunity to prove his worth at the highest level. The combination of Verstappen and Sainz could create a formidable pairing, with both drivers pushing each other to new heights. The question now is whether Sainz would be willing to accept a secondary role at Red Bull, at least initially. Given his ambition to lead a team and compete for titles, it remains to be seen whether he would be content to support Verstappen or if he would aim to challenge him directly. As Red Bull continues to assess their options, one thing is clear: the team is determined to remain at the top of the grid. Whether they stick with their academy products or bring in a seasoned driver like Sainz, their focus is on maintaining their competitive edge. What do you think? Would Carlos Sainz be a good fit for Red Bull, or should they continue investing in their young talents? Share your thoughts in the comments below.